about sponsoring, and I have to go and email them back and call their management area. They said I can keep on sponsoring them and all that if I'm able to email the management area and they confirm I can keep on sponsoring them, then that's even more sponsors that I'll be doing a Power Director. But let's do this Power Director sponsor. I love Power Director so much. Out of all the other apps I've used in the past, this has been the best one I have used and I love it. It's just really good. And after this breakdown, I'm gonna go and email them. I'm gonna go and email them because honestly, they're really good. There's nothing. Basically, I'm doing this because I love Power Director. They have so much things you can, and they always update their things as well. I'm gonna go and email them right now. You see, you're hearing me emailing. Okay, I'm not gonna email them. I'm gonna go and see if I can do another way here. Let me just read. They said, dear Ivo, we understand that you are suggesting that you would like us to invite you about a partnership in the company. We are more than willing to assist you with your concern. With okay. With reference, okay, sorry. Referring to the query, we may suggest contact the marketing team directly. Kindly contact the link below and select marketing opportunities, and I'm on there right now, and I can honestly go. I'm typing it right now. Okay, so I have just done the application and submitting it right now. But going back to my point, Power Director has got really good apps. Really, it's got more than just using it for videos. You can make photos, Power DP, face me. All of this Power Director by Cyberlink does this. A really good app. If I was you, I would. If you're starting to make like a memory video of maybe a year, you want to start doing something like to remember the years and your past and etc. And you want to make like a memory of 2020, and by the end of it, you can just use all of that, connect it in one time. Just click. You can even edit the timing. You can put music on there. It's got everything for you. And if you download your own music, you can use your own music as well. If you create music yourself and you sing as well, you can add your own music there as well. As it's got everything there for you. Honestly, if you want to make videos, this is the best thing to do. And it goes back to the part of if you want to make YouTube videos and you try something else and you're like, okay, I like it, I'm getting used to it. Try Power Director and like a few days you could be like, next video please, next, because it's really good. It's really persuasive of how it wants you to do things. It updates it on the weather, etc. It is amazing. Go and download the Power Director on your phone. Sorry, I cannot put it on the link, but you can find it on the phone. It's Cyberlink Power Director. I'm going to say it again, Cyberlink Power Director. I'm going to tell you now, honestly, you have to pay for some extra things. Most of them are free. You can use them, honestly. It's a really good app. Not really that much money being used enough, and as I'm gonna say again, most of it is free. Only like a little bit that you have to pay a bit. So again, download Cyberlink powered Ivos on your phone and start your YouTube videos or your Venom videos or any type of videos today.
Welcome back to the Ivos, it's Vincent here, and since we last did an update for Marvel Studios Phase 4 and Phase 5 plans, there was delays. In that video that I updated you all on Marvel's future, I explained the reasons for the delay. Since then, we've had many delays from Blade being delayed, Deadpool 3 getting a release date, then getting delayed. Essentially, all Marvel Studios projects got delayed. In 2022, the Marvel Studios movies we got were Doctor Strange The Multiverse of Madness, Thor Love and Thunder, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever. As for the Marvel shows, shorts, specials, we got Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, I Am Groot, She-Hulk Attorney at Law, Werewolf by Night, and Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. So far in 2023, we've had Secret Invasion, and in October, we'll get Loki Season 2, which has already got its first trailer for, and in late November, Echo will drop on Disney+. As for the movies so far from Marvel Studios, we've gotten Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. As for the Marvels, is one of the movies that has gotten delayed. As for Sony's Marvel slate so far, we've only gotten Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which dropped in June of 2023. Sony has also had their shifts, so let's deal with them first. I am making this clear right now. Sony Marvel slate is different to Marvel Studios Phase 5 and Phase 6 slate. For Sony's slate for Marvel Spider-Man projects, we next have Madam Web releasing on February 14th of 2024. We have Venom 3 releasing on July 12th, and Kraven The Hunter dropping on August 30th of 2024. Now you may wonder, where's the dates for Sony's El Muerto and Sony's sequels to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse titled Beyond the Spider-Verse? Well, those two Sony movies are delayed indefinitely. So with Sony's slate out of the way, let's talk about where we're at with Marvel Studios and the newest updated slate. So the first Phase 5 project we got following both Werewolf by Night and Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special was Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania that dropped in February. Then we followed that with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in May, and we've had Secret Invasion that concluded recently. Loki Season 2 is dropping on Disney Plus on October 6th, weekly releases, and Echo is dropping all episodes on Disney Plus on November 29th. As for the last Marvel movie, as of now, The Marvels is slated to release on November 10th, 2023. As for 2024, Marvel Studios has Deadpool 3 in May 3rd of 2024. As for 2024, by the way, Deadpool 3, May 3rd, 2024. Captain America Brave New World, July 26th, 2024. Thunderbolts, December 20th, 2024. For 2025, we have Blade, slated for February 14th, 2024. Fantastic Four, May 2nd, 2024. Blade, February 14th, 2025. Fantastic Four, May 2nd, 2025. As for 2026 and 2027, we only have two projects confirmed for those years. Avengers Kang Dynasty on May 1st of 2026 and Avengers Secret Wars in May 7th of 2027. With that information in mind, shall we try and see Marvel's plan? Let me suggest my idea for what projects may be releasing in those empty slots that Marvel and Kevin Feige showed to us on Comic-Con last year. By the way, the empty slots are July 25th, 2025, November 7th, 2025, February 13th, 2026, July 24th, 2026, and November 6th, 2026. Now, there's no dates except for Avengers Secret Wars 2027, but we can assume that there will be February 2027, potentially a February 12th, a July 2027, maybe either July 3rd, either July 23rd or July 30th, and for November of that year, maybe a November 5th or November 12th of 2027. In my last update, I added Nova, but there's been reports that Nova will instead be a Marvel special presentation, so we'll leave Nova out of it for now. There's been reports on Power Pack, Deadpool 4, Mutant Film, Shang-Chi 2, a Shang-Chi spin-off series around Xialing and the rest of the 10 Rings, Eternals 2, and Armor Wars. There's been reports on Marvel projects such as Wonder Man, Okoye, Young Avengers, Loki Season 2, Miss Marvel Season 2, Moon Knight Season 2, She-Hulk Attorney at Law Season 2, and a rumoured Scarlet Witch movie, a possible Midnight Suns team-up as well. Marvel obviously announced the animated titles such as X-Men 97, What If Season 2, Marvel Zombies, and Spider-Man Freshman Year. From some sources, apparently X-Men 97 and What If Season 2 are going to drop on Disney Plus in 2024. However, those animated projects that I just stated to you right now weren't part of Comic-Con slate when it came to Kevin Feige's announcements, so we wouldn't add it in the slate. I believe that with the writers and actors strike going on, the currently slated Deadpool 3, Captain America Brave New World, and Thunderbolts, and the rest of the MCU's films that have been confirmed for those dates could be delayed and shifted back. But in the case that it isn't, here's my theory. So for 2024 and part of 2025, I believe that will all stay the same. I think July 25th, 2025 will go to Armor Wars. Since the events of Secret Invasion, which revealed that Rhodey was a Skrull, we need more clearance, and that movie slot is a perfect summer banger. At D23, Don Cheadle explained the connections between that show and his next project.
When we find him in Armor Wars?
At a very different place, and in a way that is something that I can't really talk about, but it's going to be very surprising to a lot of people. And the great thing is there's just going to be so much opportunity to learn a lot about him, and for him to learn about himself, and for us, hopefully, to really be able to get behind what makes him tick.
You mentioned Armor Wars. There's a lot of rumors that will then lead to you becoming Iron Man. What can you kind of tease, or how do you react to that?
This is the first I've heard of that. So,
No.
So I guess no comment.
Do you see that for the future of this character? Would you like to do that?
I don't know. I mean, I think that Rhodey is his own dude.
Okay.
I don't think that anyone can really step into the Tony Stark Iron Man shoes. I think he's did that as well as anyone could ever do it.
Okay.
But I think we're going to learn a lot more about what Rhodey does want and who he is and what his sort of place in the firmament of MCU will ultimately be. I honestly don't know that much more than you know.
Okay.
November 7th, 2025, I think it will go to Shang-Chi 2. Now, I know Simu Liu said that Shang-Chi will be coming after Avengers Kang Dynasty. And if we went off that, then potentially, if it is coming after that, maybe July 24th, 2026. And I'm actually having hope on that. But I'll speak about that date again. So hear about that later. We need to understand that Eternals 2 is surely also in production. And I think if Shang-Chi 2 doesn't release in that November slot, I think Eternals 2 will be good for that November 7th of 2025 slot. We need to understand the conclusion and the explanation for the ending of Eternals, where the remaining Eternals that Harry Styles' Star Fox character teased, we have to understand where they are. And there's teasers of a bigger plot with Celestials to set up big things for the MCU in the future. So maybe that date will be its release date. We enter 2026, and I think Doctor Strange 3 will begin in February 12th of 2026. There are rumours that Doctor Strange 3 is in production, and with Clea at the end of that movie teasing incursions, I think it will be important that before Kang Dynasty, we get explanations in depth about the Marvel multiverse and incursions and how it relates to Kang the Conqueror. So then when we go to cinemas on May 2nd of that same year, we have understanding of incursions. Now remember that I said that I believe that if Shang-Chi doesn't release in November of 2025, that it will release in July of 2026. Well, if that is the case, and Simu Liu is right, then maybe July 24th of 2026 may be Shang-Chi 2's release date. If not, then I'm thinking maybe a Namor movie. Now, I can also slate, Wakanda Forever sequel, Black Panther 3, but Ryan Coogler being the rumoured director for Secret Wars, you wouldn't want to pack his schedule. So maybe Shang-Chi 2 there, maybe in that July slot, or maybe Namor. But maybe a Black Panther 3 will be in 2027. But we do have an Okoye series in the works and an animated Wakanda project in the works. So those could take over the Black Panther 3 plot and the project entirely. Then for November 6th of 2026, something that has been rumoured for a while is a Mutants project, a mutant film. It has been rumoured, and it would also let us introduce, us to our X-Men team, and that it could set the stage for them as their own X-Men new team to join the fight in Avengers Secret Wars. Then we have February 12th, July 23rd, and a November 12th of 2027 release date, potentially. And I personally think that Deadpool 4 may release in that February of 2027. I just think that due to the reports stating that Deadpool 3 and Deadpool 4 are in production, in fact, there's more proof to back that up, because Deadpool 3 has been in filming until the actor strike came and they paused on production there. So there is a bit of truth to this report that Deadpool 4 could be on its way, and if it is, maybe a February 2027 release date ain't too far out there. Then in July 23rd, we could get the Black Panther 3. Or maybe a Namor if Namor doesn't come out in that July 2026. And that could conclude 2027 with Power Pack in November. Now, as for the TV shows and the specials, we know that X-Men 97, What If Season 2, Agatha Coven of Chaos, Ironheart, and many other specials such as Ghost Rider, Nova, Mephisto, Abomination, The Conqueror, a story about Kang the Conqueror beforehand, or even stories like World War Hawk, Nomad, that I'll talk about World War Hawk in a bit, Illuminati special presentation, a Abomination special presentation as I spoke before. Those are all rumoured to come in the next 2 years. We have X-Men 97, What If Season 2, Agatha Coven of Chaos, and Ironheart that may have more of a concrete release date for 2024, but we'll get back to that when we have more information. We have Daredevil Born Again, which is an 18-series episode, and we have Marvel Zombies that I could believe will drop in 2024. I believe that Marvel Zombies will drop in 2024. It's a 3 to 4 episode series, so it's not as long as those other Disney Plus shows. They have to wait 6 whole weeks to complete, like Secret Invasion. Spider-Man Freshman Year is a multiversal story, so I believe that an early 2025 release date would work to sync in with the events of What If Season 2, What If Season 3, and many other multiversal storylines. If the rumours of Moon Knight appearing in Blade with a 2025 release date is true, we could expect a Midnight Suns TV show special presentation, maybe after ending of Blade. The Ten Rings show with Xialing, maybe a spring 2025 to set up the events of Shang-Chi 2. Miss Marvel Season 2 could drop in summer of 2025. If they plan to drop What If Season 3 before the end of the multiverse saga, if they plan to, we could get that in the spring of 2027. Shows like She-Hulk Season 2, and as we were talking about World War Hawk, which we thought would be a series at first, but is rumoured to be a movie. We could see that. Well, we could see She-Hulk Attorney at Law Season 2 in late 2027, and we could see a Hulk movie in early 2028. I did say that Power Pack could conclude 2027 with that November release date, but maybe it will go to the Hulk movie. Scarlet Witch solo title, maybe that will come after the events of the Multiverse Saga, but she'll surely play a part in the Multiverse Saga. As I was stating, What If Season 3 was confirmed and has not been cancelled as of yet, so if they plan to make that alongside Spider-Man Freshman Year as another multiversal story alongside many other multiversal stories. If they plan to release that before Secret Wars, that it will come in spring of 2027. There you go. And fans are saying that the next saga is Mutant Saga. So it would make sense that movies like the Mutants, if we don't get the Mutants movie in this saga, then we get it in that saga. Scarlet Witch and many other mutant type shows could release in 2027. There you go. My potential theory for Phase 5, Phase 6 and the beginning of Phase 7. We have February, May, July and November 2027, and the same surely for 2028, around the same type of months period. So we could be getting more Marvel projects if we get delayed. And I'll obviously come back with another updated video if we get any updates from Marvel Studios, when speaking about their new slate and everything. But the question for you is, what projects do you think will be a part of Phase 7? What projects do you will be a part of this Mutant Saga? What projects do you think that I haven't named will be a part of Phase 6 that I haven't talked about? And when do you think it will release? Thanks so much for watching this video, and see you in the next video.